the guy gets on a leg, then he stops moving. You know, he'll stop moving, and that's how a guy can counter. If you keep this guy, him, moving the entire time, change the direction from, then he's gonna have a tough time defending. So we have that high crotch drill where, I said we do. You're new to it, okay, got it. 1, 2, 3. Big heart. That's very good. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Okay. All right, so we have that drill. Then I have, shooting a high crotch. Guys, maybe blocking my elbow. Here is elbow deep. I'm going to lift. You're going to forward roll out. Can you do that? Have a forward roll out. Okay. Another drill. We start taking it to the mat. Because everything in wrestling can't be just light and nice and smooth and all rhythmic. Okay, here, high crotch. He's blocking my elbow. Can't get it across. I butt up. Run the pipe. Okay, he has two options. One, he holds onto my elbow. He goes down. He releases. Okay, and he'll release to catch his balance. And if he releases, here, okay, that's when I take the leg out. My feet will be underneath me. Hips will be underneath me. I'll be able to explode on a double. So, here, I crotch. On the pipe. You can play them out because your hips are underneath it. I like my guys working on things like that. Explosion. They're lifting 3 times a week for a reason. Sometimes it's not always technique. It's power. I saw that happen to one of our guys versus an Iowa guy. That was on a single leg. Our guy was overhooked. Lifting him up, arm over his head, 2 and 2, won the dual meet. Not the dual meet, I think we got shut out, but won that match. Other things, high crotch, getting in different situations. Like I said, with the 70-30, 70-30 is something that I would really stress my guys to work on. If I was you, in terms of, I'm going to go 70%. Give me 30%. 30% is enough for me to see something different, okay? Whether, good. You're going 70, high crotch, good. That's it. Keep going. Okay. He's still going 70%. Good. I'm giving him 30%. I'm giving him a little bit of a look, okay? But that's opening a lot of doors, putting him in a lot of different situations. We got crack down, we got both knees underneath, this is our John Smith situation, and we got into a plunk situation. Okay, so every practice, that I'm conducting at least, is going to start off with, let's see. Doubles, lift. Okay. Doubling, lift. Okay. Getting my hands locked around the legs and lifting up. That's the first. Second thing, high crotch, curl them out. High crotch, skying. High crotch, run them down. Okay. And then we'll start getting into some other things. Threads, underhooks, some high pace stuff from up top. Okay, this will be a little bit 70-30. I'm going 70, he's going 30. He gives me a reaction. Okay, maybe he's fighting down. He gives me another reaction, backing out. And I tap. Now I have a 2-on-1. Give me a reaction, I have no wrist. You put head lock. He grabs my elbow. Yeah, lock again. There's my head. Okay, so we don't anything. Just getting my guys creative wrestling at a high pace. Then the shot, reshot, the shot down blocks, shot coming out underneath. That stuff is never practiced. Okay? Here, he shoots in on me. Stuff goes over the top. Front heads. Reshots. Here, he starts to come up. I'm running him down. Reshots. Okay. He shoots in on me. Come back underneath him. Reshot there. So there's a difference. You know, when I say over the top and underneath, they might both end with me being on the double. But once he shoots in, I stop him. Down. Ankle. He's down in. Okay. The other comes back underneath. A little bit riskier, come back underneath him. But, you know, both are effective. I think if you can get your guys working front heads, that's a huge thing. It's probably it's the #1 takedown in the Olympics and world level competition. The #1 takedown. It's the easiest. It's low risk, high percentage. And that's what you want to stress to your guys. Low risk, high percentage. Okay, what do I mean by that? Here's high risk, you know, low percentage. Doing that right. Why? If I try on go here, high risk. I try to initiate the move, he scores, and he scores high. 5 points. Okay? You know, low risk. You know, low risk. Shoot a single leg. Okay? You know, he can still sprawl. It's still a 50-50 there. You know, I'm talking that lat drop, unless you're good, 90% of the time, he's going to catch it. If I shoot a single leg, 60-40 me, depending on how good he is. If I go front head, I score 75% of the time, he scores 0. Okay? He'll never score off of my front head. Okay? Because I'm just going to bounce him and bounce him and bounce him. Alright? Like I said, it's a blue collar sport, but what wins a lot of wrestling matches, being more mentally tough. You know, breaking the guy mentally. Alright, so Trevor on taking him underneath me. Down, switch, down. He'll let me go. He's gonna let me go behind. Get tough on him, get physical on him. You know, especially in high school, guys are gonna give that up. High top, good kids, top recruits, good country, are gonna give it up. Because no one likes to be beat on. It's bottom line. No one likes to get the big slam in the mat. Alright? You up, good up?
Now you got about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, see that. Breathe, yeah.
I know, that's why I went downstairs.
Yeah. So, you know, every day we're going to practice, moving our hands, moving our feet, offensively and defensively. Okay? So if you take a shot, hands and feet are moving. Hands and feet are moving. Okay? You take a shot on me. Here, hands and feet are moving. 3 shots. Okay? I'm moving my hands down, my feet. I want to get to a front head if possible. Okay? And it's really easy to score from there. So if he takes a shot, I get to the front head, extend the elbow. Right, there's 3 parts. Stop, stuff, okay, and score. Stop his shot. Get to your front head. Stuff him. Okay? That's jamming. And jam him. Get him on his haunches right here. Okay? And score. And score means do what you gotta do. Here. Back. Down. So I'll bounce. Usually one direction, switch to the other. Okay? One, switch to the other. Got to control my elbow, and I'll bounce. And I'll switch. You got my elbow, go under my elbow. As I bounce, I clear it, I'll switch. Just so he has no control while I'm looking to score. And the easiest one, okay, easiest thing to do, pull his elbow up, stuff your head in. So he can't get his elbow back. And now all you have to do is tuck your elbow down. right? Like a football. Okay, holding a football. Tuck it, it's not just going down. And he's trying to give me the takedown. Why? For the toes. Alright? If you're choking him, he's going to give up the takedown. Something that he and Travis Lee, another coach there, we both do differently. It's a knee behind. Okay? Another real simple thing. Front head, bounce. He goes inside knee, over the top, and around. I go outside knee. Okay? I come here, maybe I'm going to double over, hold to an elbow, outside knee, lock the elbow. Come around here. You guys can do it here. Grab it, come here, down, inside knee, around. I'll come outside knee, lock the elbow, and around. Okay? Both have a plus. Okay? Both are good. Okay? The reason I do mine, okay, is because I pull on that elbow, I get it to the mat. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Once I get the elbow to the mat, I stuff my knee behind so you can't get that. Okay? You can't get it on back to his body. Okay? If you get it on back to his body, I need to get it up my leg and hold the man. But I pull to his elbow, pull to his elbow, stuff my knee behind. I scored 90% of my takedowns, I'd say, with that. So, go behind. In his theory, Travis, so I can speak up for him, how he here, is that if he blocks with his knee, even if he keeps coming up, he can get his hips around the top. But, you know, we both feel front heads, short offense, okay, keeping my elbows back, pounding on his head, down from off the mat. That's the easiest way to go. When you have a new guy, you need to teach him how to score. Get on the head. Get on the head, get on the head, get on the head. And if I can't get on the head, he's doing a good job pulling up and getting out. I'm left. You know, here. Pull on the head, he's getting his head up. Boom. I'm left. You pull on the head, boom. He gets his head up. That's how I'm going to get to my leg back. Okay, and that's how it ties all together. Okay? Getting him moving up and down, creating an opening for myself to get to my shot. Down, trying to cover if I can. Okay? And there's a couple different ways just to get to the front hit. Same hand, stuff. You can go fake, opposite hand, feeds it, brings it in, my forearm, okay? Fake, catch it here, from here, I pull. I pull. Last thing is, a couple of my guys have problems with front head. They say I can't get them down to the mat. You know, I understand where they're coming from. Blow that. Okay, here, get this lock. My hands are locked around the throat, and I can't get them down to the mat. Doesn't matter. Okay, pull. Everything that I'm doing here is about pulling on his back and on his legs. Okay, if I don't get the takedown, I don't get everything I want from here, that's all right. Okay, as long as I ward on him a little bit. Okay, so I'm here, and when they'll say, you know, he's keeping his hips underneath and he's staying strong. That's fine. I'm still going to my knees and back. This is my takedown.
Good. Give him a hand. Warm up. He's going to stretch me out real good with his legs and his power halves and his claw series. He'll choke me. It's great to see. You know, we get these new guys coming in that have done everything they've wanted. And Winston's a little different. I mean, he's been unbelievably successful with the kid. Wants to learn something every day. He chokes the shit out of him every single day. And it's good seeing those really good guys get pounded. I love seeing those really, really good guys get pounded. And he pounds these guys on top, so he's going to stretch me out. So before he does that, I got to get warmed up. And we do warm-ups, we flip, we do cartwheels. Like I said, we change it every day, but for the most part, we'll get into, I really, really believe in a wrestling-related warm-up. A wrestling-related warm-up. I mean, the push-ups and sit-ups are nice, but I would rather have our guys get their heart rate up, get a sweat going by doing things that are going to happen in a match situation. You know? So we'll come in, and I'll front headlock Pepper, and he'll pass out. See, that happens in matches. That happens in matches. We're going to wrestle Army. With the pace. We're going to wrestle Army. And what are they going to do? They're going to hang on our head. Pass out. So we'll do this constantly. Pass out. We'll collar tie, like Coop was doing. Pass out. And the one thing I saw from up top, and Trevor did do a good job, you got to move your feet. If we elbow pass and leave this here, we stick. You better move your feet. Face down. It goes there, boom. All right? So those are things we do. We'll wrestle from an underhook. Coach underhooks me. I'll slice down, pull on head. And this is just warming up. He underhooks me, slice the neck, pull on head with the opposite hand. Underhooks me with the opposite hand. He'll rush and tie me. I'll go top hand drill, nice and slow. Top hand drill. Wrestle out of it. Top hand drill. Wrestle out of it. Far elbow. Wrestle out of it. Far elbow. Wrestle out of it. So those are some of the things we're doing during the course of our warm-up. All right? We'll pummel in here. We'll pummel in here and hand fight at the same time. He'll put me in a body lock situation. I don't like to be here. I don't like to be here. So we'll wrestle out of it. Get my hips back. Control off hand. Pull. Wrestle out of it. Those are things just to get our heart rate up. Just to get our heart rate up. All right, you got to do this. He's getting a good warm-up right now. Situational drilling, very similar. I'll put it to the high school level. Now I'll put it to the college level. Our guys, what's the situation we're in all the time? We go here, and I saw Coop teaching it. He goes elbow too deep. All right? This is a terrible situation for me. What is this guy going to do? Drag me? Or you can just hang on. Or you can hang on. I watched my film state tournament the other day, in 1990. This is how I used to wrestle. And I would try to score from there. Brian Tracy, Paulsboro. That's how he wrestles. And he clamps on an elbow. It's a situation we're always in. So, here's a situational drill. Down the mat, hold on the elbow. Just going to tricep press. Go behind. Look how easy that is. Tricep press. As I do that, knees off the mat. Hold it. You're strong. Hold it. Yeah. Around the head. Here. Down. Go this way. Tricep press. Around the head. All the time. Again, we're just warming up right now. One thing that's very, very important. It has to do with the funk. If I go behind Becker on my go-behinds, if I go behind him and go here, we stress. Oh, how about this? Don't even roll me, just come to your feet. Yeah. Hit my go-behind. Cardinal mistake, gotta go here. Nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet. Nothing. So every single day, even if we're drilling late in the practice, we stress hamstring. We stress hamstring, cut across. Hamstring to a seager. Hamstring pull, single leg. Everything is here. Armpit, here. All right? This is one of our big things we're really incorporating. We're not spinning. I think those days of spinning are kind of over. I mean, yeah. Doing this, but on both knees. Doing this, kind of over. We really want to cut this guy in half, make a T. Just get on all fours, Brandon. I want to cut this guy in half, make a T, and get my chest here. Forearm over the head, facing armpit, one drag, here. want to cut them in half. I want to cut out all scrambles. I want to cut out all scrambles. Major reason why I'm attacking hamstring and cutting them in half. Get in here. All right? Now, nice and slow, for teaching purposes. What's going to happen on my go behind? Go down. I get to here. This guy's going to react. He signed up for the sport. He's allowed to wrestle me back. It's a normal reaction. All right? I sat him down, spin away. All right? It's a spin away drill. He's down on the mat. He goes, gets his hands off the mat. My leg tap. These are all things we drill. They're realistic. All right? They're realistic. That's one thing. Step down, spin away. We'll do 10 each hand. 10 each hand. Push. Pull. Push. Pull. Push. Pull. This is for both guys. It's for me. Push and pull. Push and pull. Creating angles. For him, reaction. Hands down. He should be coming up attacking my elbows. He's attacking elbows. So it's for both guys. Here's his pass. All right? So match situations, realistic drilling, very, very important. Another one, and I'll go all over the place. I'll go all over the place. Edge of the mat scores. Edge of the mat scores. All right? This happens, especially in college, because you could wrestle the rules again. As long as I got toe lash, I'm good. Toenailing, I'm good. So it's a little bit different. But this is a situation we're in all the time. In breaking down film on our guys last year, we gave up so many points. And what I mean by that is we didn't score. We just let points go because we did a bad job of finishing here. All right, do that other leg. We did a bad job of finishing here. So this guy's pulling hard away. I just grasp it. 2 hands on it. 1, 2. I'm in a squat position. Now, very, very important. I gotta watch, especially him. He's gonna dive through. Does that? I'm gonna squash him. So I gotta squash my ankles. I gotta be very conscious of my ankles. We do this all the time. We're gonna pull, climb the rope, chase backside. That's the technique. That's the technique. So it's here, he's pulling hard away, and we're almost out here. Watch your ankles. Watch your ankles all the way to the center. Climb the rope, that's 2. For us, that's 2, so we're in good shape. But we drill it, now here's the difference. Here's the major difference between the 2 levels. And it's the one thing I tried to incorporate when I was at Jackson, and I think it benefited us. Your drill, guys, is a hard drill. You teach the technique, and it's a hard drill. We taught this technique, so now whenever we do it, it's got to be a hard go. And that's where you get your condition. That's how you get in shape, the pace of your practice. Well, heck, this takes place the first 15 minutes of practice. 10 each. Brandon's on leg, this is what it'll look like. Good, that's 1. Take the other leg. That's 2. You gotta do 10 and I gotta do 10. So think about it. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? You're learning. You're understanding a situation that happens all the time. And you're getting in pretty good shape. You're competing in practice. All right? Defensive guy may be 70%, but I'm giving him a look. Offensive guy, you're 100%. It's the same thing. Brandon's really good with his hands on bottom. Do that holding the pizza drill. This is for him. He's just going to fight hands. He wants to beat me with his elbows. All right? He wants to beat me inside. He wants to wrestle in there. Me, I want to push-pull, put him on his hip. But this is for the bottom guy. I may be 70%. But this is a drill we do in this situation when we're doing bottom. His elbows are in here. He's going to fight to get inside. Now he's got me beat. Now we're going to wrestle. But you see the good position, and we'll stress it. We're at the point now we don't really have to talk about it. because we've done it so much, but backs up, he's in good position here. 1 foot out, and he's fighting inside, calls it holding pizza. Because once he gets in now, notice how he lets me start. He lets me start inside. And he's got to do a good job of fighting. That's the situation. We're in that all the time. We do not do a great job, at least we didn't do a good job last year, of getting off the bottom. It's one thing we stress. We wrestle too much with our ability to the mat. All right, ability to the mat. So this, for the last 2 months, every practice we're stressing, in different ways, we're stressing chest up. And I think this is a lost start. I think our guys are thinking they can take a break here. And those young kids that came in and are so successful are getting pounded in this position. They're getting beat up because they're not putting enough time here on the mat. And this is where when they come in with their individual workouts, which obviously is a bit fortunate for us, we can do those, we're working on the bottom. But again, he's down. Here's another thing too. You ever say to a guy, 10 stand-ups? Well, we're going to do 10 of these. You got to change your approach every time as a top guy. You know, 10 stand-ups, I can't come on Brandon and start here every time. You know, it doesn't work like that. So I may go, bring a different look. Good, regular stand-up. Let's do it. Yeah, we're drilling right now. If you can get your guys to drill at that pace, I think you'll be in pretty good wrestling shape, right? And I think that's the difference. I think that's the difference. Let's go into a little technique now with your, you want to go claw, or you want to go legs first? What do you guys want to see, claw or legs? Claw. All right. Speed easy here now.
Okay. But really, my approach starts for me before the whistle starts. Okay. The way I get on, okay, by the rules, okay, one knee has to be on the mat, okay, the other foot's behind it. But they don't say anything about pressure. They don't say how much weight's on that knee. Nothing. Okay, when I get on, okay, it looks legit, right? But look, okay, my knees just barely touching. I put weight on these hands. Okay, everything I do on top, I want weight on his hands, I want weight on his head, going forward, pressing him forward. I don't want him to bear the load on his hips, okay, and be able to work up, okay? In order to hand fight, you gotta get your hands off the mat. Okay, well, I don't want that. I want to get the pressure forward. Okay, so I get on, I'm here, okay, my weight's forward. Okay, my knees, minimal weight on the mat. Okay, I'm here, my first move never changes. Okay? And this is, you know, from Hood Oak University to, you know, the nationals, you know, in the medal race. I didn't change a thing. My first initial go was always this, right here. Here. Okay, I bump the hands. Okay, I'm squeezing this shoulder. Okay, hips are forward, driving, getting that explosion forward. Okay, and I'm going like a spiral run right here. So here, and I'm squeezing this. And I'm putting a lot of weight into that hand. I'm trying to drive this shoulder through that hand. Here. Okay. Now, if he's strong, okay, he's going to be able to brace himself. Okay, and that just opens up a space right here. I'm going to claw right here. So, I go here. Boom, I got it. Okay. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know some freestyle or anything, but like, it's kind of like a gut wrench. Okay, when you go here, and he stops, you see I can hang. Okay, same type of thing. I'm squeezing. Okay, I'm just squeezing down with this other arm. So I can hang. So I'm here, boom. Now I can hang. Okay, I turn this hip down. Okay, I'm not going with my hip. Okay, I'm not having my knee up underneath. Okay, I'm turning my hips, and I'm dropping this shoulder up into his armpit. Okay, right here. So I'm here, I'm turning it down so I can reach farther, get my elbow under so I can reach farther. Here. And now that I'm real deep. Okay, there's a little like a bone right here on your wrist. Okay, for your thumb. Okay, and there's a main artery that goes right here. Okay, pumps blood to the body. Okay, you know, I want him to get tired before I do. So I get here, okay, I'm here, and I'm squeezing. Okay, 2-3 minutes of this. Okay, you're not really doing too much down there, but I tell you what, you get tired pretty quick. Okay, that pressure, bearing that pressure. You know, I'm squeezing you. Okay, I wasn't really a big, you know, overpowering guy, so I had to figure out ways to make guys not as strong, so that I could be as strong as them. So what I did was, guys who are big muscle bound, takes a lot of oxygen to put to those muscles. So what I did was slow the oxygen flow down. And here, you know, I'd be here for a few minutes, 30 seconds or so, wears them down. Now, when I go to score from this, okay, what I really want is this elbow to touch the mat right there. Okay, that's my first goal. That's my first checkpoint. Okay, so once I'm here, okay, I got my hips turned down. What I need to do is totally flip them the other way. Okay, so I'm going to turn my hips from here to here. Okay, and I'm going to step up with that leg. From here, and step up. Right there. Okay, that keeps him trying to wing down and everything. Okay, now, I'm going to slide this other knee right up and through here. My movement is going to be like hip to hip and drive it into it.
They don't even know, like, it's tight. It's tight. Easy. Choke.
I wasn't even going.
I know you're not going hard, but you're reciting, you're choking.
Successful move, I like it. So here, okay, would be choking you. Okay, I step up. When I come through here, okay, when I get hit the hip and I drive in, see his elbow went down. Okay, I'm just going to grab it right here. Okay, spin this way. Okay, then I get here, okay, I step up and I get that wrist. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop sides. Okay, and I'm going to use my knee and block him from sliding. Okay, when I go to turn him, if I don't block, he'll try to scoot away. Okay, move. He doesn't want to let me have that. Okay, so I'm going to block that knee, keep him from moving. Come here, got the wrist, I come here and I block. Okay, I just block and I pull this, turn this wrist down, and I'm coming right here. Okay, and I'm pinching with my knees right here. Okay, right there. Just pinching with my knees. Okay, pull my this claw to my hand, to my forehead here. Okay, my forehead's in. Here I'm pinching with my knees. Right here I get my count. Okay, now when I want to go to my belly, I do that right there. I pinch it. I take that angle here, and now I got him flat right here. I can re-attack something else. Okay.
I think what's important, and I, of course, challenge him a little bit because I want to know how we can beat that move. He's in unbelievable attack mode. And it's kind of what we're trying to get across just from his start. We teach our guys, let's be light on our hands so we can get him in. He's already got me going forward. That's the first thing. He's thinking about scoring on top. He's not thinking about letting anybody go. He gets a guy down on the bottom, he's keeping him there. It's attack mode, it's a mindset. It's kind of a lost art. So if we can get our guys in that mindset, we're in good shape. And I think the second thing is, when he turns his body, when I watched him doing it, I said, man, what if a guy wings down? Because I would think high school that a guy's going to wing down. He feels comfortable rolling. So if we could just choke me and I'm good.
He feels good there. Now he's back all the way to that step.
So those were the two things I asked him.
But the thing is, it's really hard to wing down when you got that pressure forward here. When you wing down, you're going to kind of fall on yourself.
Do they highlight over you there, inside leg, when you step?
Not really, because I'm on my toes. Okay? Here, this. Okay? You can't wing down because I'm going here.
It's not when you first tilt your hips in, though.
Here's right
Here's a step inside leg.
Well, I'm still pushing towards his head. You can hear, Coach?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
He's got to be really
I'm squeezing. We got to take for all his energy to have to go and not, just fall forward. He needs me here. Okay? I've never really had anybody jump over at all. Okay?
Coach, are you around the waist or thigh in the prime? Prime to thigh.
Under here? Yeah.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I snake that crotch right here. Okay? But while I'm doing that, I'm also squeezing down with my elbow. Okay? So I'm here, like this. Okay? I'm having pressure here, and it's like I'm torquing it like right there. Okay? So I'm pressing up here, down here. I can just hang there, like that. Okay? And really, you're only turning your hips for a split second. Okay? Fast. Okay, move here. It's that quick. Okay? And I readjust. I readjust until I get it how I want it. Okay, now I got that elbow. You're really turning your hips for like seconds at a time. Now you don't want to be hanging here and here, because then he gives him time to adjust his weight and then jump over. It's really quick. It's just turning, okay? Turning. Kind of like a constrictor, snake. Okay, they don't bite and they just squeeze. They get tighter, a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time, they just choke the life out of you. That's kind of how I like to do it. One more time, okay? Here, okay? Okay. Now, sometimes when I get initial pressure off the whistle, you know, the guy sometimes will go to his elbow on the same side. Okay, so in here, boom, and he'll come down here. Okay, I don't want to waste opportunities. Okay, if he's giving me that, I'm going to take that wrist right here. I'm going to take it. Now all I got to do is jump sides. Okay, over here, boom. Now I come back this way. Okay. So off the whistle. Here, he's got a good base. Get on. Boom. The elbow. Take that wrist. Okay, pull it in. Here.
You know what's good? We'll teach it. We've taught it at the beginning of the year. Now we're at the point where let's hit 10 claws each to warm up. So we're doing this in our warm up. So not every day, but there are times it's repetitive. We're going to it.
I have a question about that start coach. Now they make the kids get down on both knees, and the elbow, and then they don't have to feel the leg. Show me that start again. He's getting all that pressure on him for that knee.
Well, it's very subtle. It's a little bit tricky. Okay, you don't want to get on here. That's obvious. The rep. Okay, that's you're gonna get caught with that. Okay, when I get on, duck up here like this. Okay, I'm here. Take my time getting on. Okay, I go here. Put my chest on. Okay, but this whole time, I'm slowly just applying a little bit more pressure. Here.
Is his knee on the ground there? This knee? It's really not.
Okay, it's touching, so it's within the rules.
It's cheap.
Oh, Jesus. Let's say how much weight you have that on. Okay, does that say there anywhere? You have to have all your weight on that knee? No. Okay, here. There you go. Right there. Okay, yeah, with my hips, you're gonna go forward.
So really, your whole mindset with this is you're looking for elbows to hit. If this elbow hits, you're going to attack this wrist. If not, you're going to claw, and then when this elbow hits is when you start your turn.
What if the guy steps up outside leg? Does that give you a problem taking him over?
Here?
Yeah, does he ever
He
step up on
steps
the
up?
outside? Yeah, will he step up there?
You mean with the claw?
Yeah. Because I know he's trying to block the knee. Yeah, get to that position. Does that give you a difficult time taking him?
It shouldn't matter. I'm still here. I'm grabbing that big muscle right there, and I'm pulling on it. Okay?
But I mean, how to take him from that position? Because you're stepping over him, blocking the knee?
It shouldn't matter.
His two knees are going to rotate you, so it's
I'm
going to take out
gonna
close.
turn my pressure this way. So, here. Here. I mean, if you get that thing tight enough, you know, he's going here. Okay? What's that doing is making this tighter, because it's here, and instead of moving forward, it's getting real tight. He's going to put that knee down this tight. I mean, because, you know, he might be thinking, oh, I'm not going to let him score, but, you know, it gets tough to breathe. You know, you get back to the basic instincts, I want to breathe. So he's going to do what he has to relieve that pressure, which is you put that knee down and then put that elbow down. So that really alleviates the pressure.
And that's one thing I would do. I would put my head on the mat and try to fight hands. That's how I would defend him. And try to go inside him. And really, right when I put my head down, my elbow down, that's when it's attacking. Yeah. Sorry.
Now, when I get on top of a guy flat, okay, earlier I was hooking that ankle. When I came back, I was ended up here. Okay, this is so. I've been doing this since I was in 8th grade. I don't know where I learned it, but what I do is I have my knees on the outside and my toes on the inside. Okay, really it kind of locks his hips. And he can't really move his hips. They kind of work up. Okay, so I'm here. And I'm just here like that. See his toes are kind of off the mat. Can't touch my foot. Okay, just here. Okay, it's really tough. Okay, I'm just locking like that. Okay, this really. How's that feel? Yeah, it really locks his hips in. Okay, and now what that does is that allows me to attack his hands without worrying about him moving. Okay, I got my weight forward here. Okay, now if he's trying to work up, he's going to push his hands. All I do is I come underneath the elbows to here, right there. Okay, what that gives me is wrists. I can bring them in, come here, and I can do what I want. I like to get here. Okay, what I'll do is I'll have it, and I'll go underneath. Okay, I take this other hand, I go right on the wrist. I pull it in, I grab my own. And I just slide it right up on his head. Right here.
We're big wrist grabbers. Coach Leonardis is a single wrist guy, and obviously everything Brandon does is attacking hands.
So here, pulling it in, I slide it just above his head. Okay, it's kind of like a power half. Okay, I create a power half situation right here. Okay, and what this does is really puts a lot of pressure on that shoulder and locks it in there. And I'm here. Now, since I don't have a leg in, I can't just pull him over here, okay, because he'll flip out and move. He'll be rolling around. So what I do is, okay, I do the same thing with the leg in sometimes. Okay, so kind of same thing, I can just power half it. But without the leg in, I switch just to a regular half. Okay, so I'll go here, come here, pull it in. Once I get it tight, okay, I just go from here to here. Okay, I just rotate that wrist. And then turn to this wrist, see it. Okay, from here, okay, I take this hand, instead of having it here, once I got it tight, okay, I got the pressure, I just switch under. Okay, now he wants to roll over because it's tight. Okay, there's a lot of pressure there. Now, I just come up here, I drop my hip, I keep this hand here. Right here. Okay. Drag out my hand. Do what I want with it. So, again, so here, 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 keep that wrist, okay, here, go here, okay, come across the face, from here, let go, across the face, switch hands. Now you can really do what you want, you can kind of work on it. Let's say it's kind of tight on that shoulder. Okay, so really I'm just isolating that shoulder. Well, that was more of a leg. Okay, so if you want, you got to keep this leg rider. Okay, goes here. Okay, get your count. Okay, get a nice right leg. You just throw that instead of coming here. Okay, you can throw a boot in right there. Okay, there. Okay. Now, one thing about legs, okay, is in high school you get, I call it high school legs. Okay, they go off the side, they come back right here. See how I'm off his hips? Okay, the weight's not on him. Down in here. I got no pressure down on him. I'm not cranking him at all. I don't want that. I want him feeling the wrath of my weight. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, from here, I should do spin. See that right there? Okay, I'm still hooking here. Okay, my heel's up in his crotch. Okay, I don't want to get low. I want to go high and fly. Now, what I'll do is go here, and then I slide that one underneath. Okay, now, just turn right here. Okay, slide that underneath. Okay, there. And I really put that pressure on his hips. Isolate this side of his head. From here, my weight forward. Okay, I can rotate with the jam. tough, okay? And I can't get him over. Okay, what I'll do is I'll go here, and I'll lock my hands right here. Okay, right across his face, and I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna go teeth, it hurts a bit. Okay, I just put it this way. So I come here, okay, and I'm gonna pull up across him. He's gonna go over. Here, I try not to pull too much. Here, he's gonna give it to me. Okay.
So kind of pulling on an angle.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to. I don't want to bend him sideways. I want to bring him back a little bit up. Okay, like he's a snake. Okay. This way, up and across. And the whole time I'm using my hips and I'm coming across. Now when he gives it to me, I just go under the chin. Right there. Okay. I don't like to go really here. I like to circle the face just like that. Now he comes back. Okay. That's the Jacobs. Okay. What I'll do sometimes is instead of being here, I will slip it to the knee. Okay. It's right there. Okay. So from here to here. Okay. Now what do you want to tell your wrestler? If you can't go like this. Okay, that's illegal. From here, I use that to push up off the mat. That 1 foot. Here. Okay? That's real tight, lock on that thigh, on that leg. Right on that thigh. Here. Okay. Now, that really works well on that Jacob. Okay. Now. Okay. Now, back to the shoulder. I'm going to isolate that shoulder. Okay. Same thing. Okay. I'm coming right underneath of the wrist. You pull it in. Okay. Now, a lot of times you get a one-on-one here, and he rolls it out. Okay. He rolls it out. Okay. I grab it, he rolls it out. Can't get it. Okay. What I'm going to do with this hand right here. Okay. I'm going to take the leg out there. Got it for sure. Okay, so I'm going to cup right here like I'm holding water, my hand, and I'm going to make a cup right here. Okay, that's going to catch his arm. So when I go here, okay, and he rolls it, I just rotate it high, right there. Okay, and I catch it right there. How's that feel, Coach?
Good. Put your hand on your ankle. Don't put the other hand. This hand doesn't go in that.
Yeah, I don't want to go here and come low. Okay, I need to get it real high. Okay, so when I rotate it, okay, he rotates, I'm keeping this up and across. You hear it? Now, there's that hand, arm right there. Now when I have a leg in, okay, that kid's going to be begging to go over. Okay, because it's tight. He's going to be begging. He's going to try and roll. Okay, but he's not going anywhere until I want him to. Okay, so here, roll, you catch. You get that. Not really. Okay. Try not to hurt the coach. Right here, okay, I catch it. What's the term? Okay, I catch it. Now, if I have a leg in, I just take it right here in the hat. Okay? Now, if you're here, okay, and he does it, you rotate here, okay, you can take it and go right to a hand. Okay, that's really tight on that shoulder. Okay? Here. Okay? If he was more flexible, I didn't think I was going to tear his shoulder off. I'd do it with the leg. But
Go ahead, do it. Do it one time.
kind of need it a little bit.
Do it one time.
What, you sure? I don't want to hear it in the office.
Why don't you put your stuff on?
Come on.
And here. And wrist. Rotates it, catches it. Okay, and it's here. Like this. I can take him over there. I don't know how to use the work. Take it up back. Okay. Okay, now, I love to switch off to this right here. This takes no work on my part. Get up, Coach. Come on. I really does. You can't. Because I got this arm. Okay, that shoulder is fixed there. You can't move it. Okay? He's not going anywhere.
Any questions in there, guys? Which way here? With the leg in? How he's catching it?
Yeah, that's good. So you already got me turned.
Here, okay, I pull this in, he rotates it. Yeah, I like to keep my fingers to the ceiling, point up. Come up here. Tuck it in there.
Almost like a key lock.
Yeah.
Good?
Any other questions?
Back to the claw.
Okay.
If he beats you on the whistle, what do you do?
Just hand fight in.
No, no,
Okay.
you're the top guy, you want to get to your claw. He
Yeah.
beats you.
And he beats me down here.
He beats you to get his chest up and his back straight.
I'll get you here.
That usually never really happens.
High
I
school.
can answer that.
Coaching high school kids.
You know, well,
If he
ideally it shouldn't happen, but
If he beats, see, I was a little bit different. I would always go claw with this hand because I'm already inside. So I go there if he beat me here. But he's really good at keeping it there. It's funny too because I asked him, he said to me, we always talk about the Big Ten and obviously that's the role, right? That's the model we need to be at. And he goes, those guys from Iowa aren't that tough when you choke the shit out of them for 2 minutes. And he would. He chokes you for 2 minutes and you can be in great shape, but when you're getting the air knocked out of you, it's, they become human. They become real human. But that's what I would do. If he's really doing a good job of beating me inside, maybe off a whistle start, I'd bring him back to the middle. I would attack from here. Because that's the way I played it anyway. I would go belly game. Ball. Question.
The key to your success on the top, or guy doesn't beat you, that because you reload his hands?
It boils down to pressure, that pressure forward. Whether I preload it or not. If you get pressure on his hands, okay, he's not gonna. It's pretty simple. He can't come back. Okay, gravity's gonna take effect. If you try to pull his hand back, okay, he's gonna fall forward.
It's hard for me to get inside.
But the whole thing is why I don't let him beat me, okay, is because when I get on top, I'm thinking about one thing, okay? Well, two things. I want to get my weight forward. I want to drive him forward on his hands, okay? And the only thing I have to do is get that shoulder. Okay, from here, my hands are down. Okay, a lot of guys get on here. Okay, I like palm facing forward and fingers pointing down because that's just the only thing is moves here. Here. Now, he might say, boom, he goes forward. I'm cranking forward to get here. Now I got my wrist on this side. It might not always happen exactly like you draw it out. Okay, but once you get a wrist, you can really start looking for it.
He does a good job of hand fighting too. That's all hand fighting. If you can get a wrist, he's going to end up with his claw. So you hand fight on your feet, you hand fight on the bottom, he's hand fighting on the top. So I have kind of the same philosophy on top. I'm just looking for wrists. I'm looking for cross wrists. That's me. But he's doing a good job of hand fighting if I beat him. Now he's going to get to his claw somehow.
Just hand fighting. I'm looking to get on top, get my pressure down, pull in the wrist. If he's here and you rotate this wrist down, his shoulder's going to collapse. And that's where I get my pressure.
And I don't want to get out of his teaching. He's doing a great job here, but that's what we'll say. All right, and maybe we're slowing down the practice a little bit. Go play in legs. But that's how the bottom guys got to play. And so many times they go play in legs, throw your leg in. That's not really playing the legs. If we send a group off 3 or 4 minutes, work your legs, play your legs, alternate guys, he'll get his leg in, whatever, or he'll beat you. He's getting used to rolling. He's not afraid of being on his back. He's attacking elbows. He's putting in his power halves. I'm learning how to belly down. We're learning. 70%, it's easy. But we're getting used to the situation. How many times I say throw a leg in power half? How often does that work at a high level? You got to get comfortable in every different situation. You got to get comfortable on top, attacking the hands. And that's kind of what I get back to. It's like real life situations. Even when you're just drilling or even when you're working out on your own. That's a situation right there, a guy with a leg in. guy with a leg in. It's a real life situation. You know, I'm not just going to let him attack me. Now we put a leg in, I'll go flat up, flat on my belly, start, and we'll wrestle. And he's only going 60, 70. I'm about 60, 70, and he's working his stuff. Any questions from Tom?
Someone talked about how to counter the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Counter, what you get out there, some of these guys, it's out. You're gonna have a guy drilling it, the other guy don't have a counter.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, well,
Always have good stuff. Those are the good questions.
okay, well, what's the first thing I'm looking for on top? Pressure forward and getting that shoulder. Okay? He's already beat me with one hand off the whistle. Already got his hand underneath. Okay, I can't come here and beat him. Okay, so get on top. Okay? The battle lies right here off the whistle. Okay, if I can close with this hand and get here, whether he beats me or not, here, okay, I'm here. I gotta fight that pressure here. I'll pinch it with my leg and my chest, right there. I'm here. Now I'm trying to work that. I want this right here. Okay, I want to get this wrist out. Okay, that if he can get to my neck, okay, it's hard to beat it from here because you just fight to breathe. Okay, you're fighting to get the oxygen. Okay, and he's you know, sometimes you might have to give up a wrist. If he takes my wrist, okay, here now, you know, I'll trade situations really. Like, okay, here, take this. Here, if he takes it, okay, I can battle from this better. So I get to the situations that I'm better. Okay, I don't want him hanging on my neck. Okay, so he's here, I come here. Okay, I drop this shoulder. Okay, and I have to turn this wrist out. I can't let him grab. Here, come in here. Okay, hand fight. Get under there. Get under here. Get away. Okay.
How about if he automatically gets it? If he does a really good job of getting it? Get your ball. I would try to attack hands. And for me, I wouldn't go here, because then he's going to re-grip me. I would kind of go this side, try to get close. And it's almost like I'm not trying to get out, I'm trying to survive at that point. Get rid of that, maybe on my belly, and then build the base.
The coach feels comfortable here. He feels comfortable enough that he can get out of it. Okay, so he might want to trade, this for this. Okay.
I'd rather be there.
His odds are better there.
Yeah.
Then
So
now he can hand fight.
I would hand fight just he made me put me flat. I'm in a terrible position. Then I just go into my just to get my base up, you know. But ideally you don't want to let him inside. It's hard. If the game's in the game, real quick.
Teach you firing right up on the whistle, you teach you firing out the whistle.
It's crazy. If you talk to Coach Leonardis, he's more of an explosion guy with back pressure. I'm more of a cover stand, he's more of a cover stand. I'll wrestle here.
That's my first move.
That's how NC State comes out here.
Yeah. Here's what I want to do. I want to attack one hand that I like. I want to find one hand that I like. And I just feel real comfortable wrestling down here. I feel comfortable, my elbow's in, and the frame obviously is very good on top. If I can get one hand, see right now, I feel like I'm out. I feel like I'm out. Once I get that, I'm out. So I attack one hand I like. I do not care about a tight waist. I'm out. So that's my whole philosophy, and I'll start. And when I wrestle a guy, I love when they explode up. I love it. Even if they get to their feet, go. And everything's happening, you know? So it's almost like if they're not real solid in what they're doing. Coach Leo's different. He, cross stands with a lot of back pressure, and he's real good from in there. He's real good from in here. I'd rather be here and attack the hand I like. So we're kind of, what's right? I don't know what's right. And I went to the Olympic trials this year, went and watched Eric Herrera from Oklahoma State teach a clinic. They asked me to talk about bottom. If you have an answer, I would love to hear it. That's what he said. Here's one of the best coaches in America. If you have an answer on bottom, I would love to hear it. Nick Ficchetti, we had in our room a couple weeks last year. His philosophy is just keep hand fighting and moving. And you still might not get out. But what you do by hand fighting and moving, you limit what he's doing on top. He's looking to just ride you down instead of getting into his sets. So he would just kind of hand fight, knee slide, hand fight, knee slide, hand fight, and just create scrambles. So it's different. I don't know the right philosophy. You kind of see page with just being here, attack the hands, and work your way out. I just think it's not like I'm head down with my head. I'm looking. I'm watching. I'm watching. Yeah, it's close. I'm using my hands. Absolutely. I'm using this as a post.
If not,
So you got to be really aware. And it's another situation. Where down gets 2 minutes of riding time and wins 1-0.
well, no, even in high school. You ride a guy out and you get out.
What are you going to do up in Region 1 if you keep dropping down? Right?
Well,
It's a little bit different.
what's your interpretation of dropping down? Is it this?